Are you interested in betting on your favorite sports team, maybe like the Vikings or the Wild or anything else that you want to bet on, but you haven't found a real way to actually bet on sports and start winning money, or a safe way or a way where you can earn all your money? Well, we have the app for you. We have the Better Edge app. Better Edge, I want to tell you, is a legal online social betting marketplace that allows you to post and engage with other sports betting fans. They have a really cool social media-like function on the app. It's really cool. You can place no commission positions in an online marketplace. You can compete in direct head-to-head challenges with your friends, with whoever it may be. You can even challenge us, your journalist Jake, Bossman, or Wags. We'll probably lose to you because sometimes we're bad at betting, but you never know. You can also compete in public or private betting competitions that you can set up or join other ones. You can also buy or sell positions on the spread, over, under, money line. You know, the whole works of sports betting. You can bet on it all, and you can do it at current market prices. So if you use promo code 10K, that's 10K at betteredge.com, you can get a free $20 when you sign up and you verify your ID. So once again, that's code 10K, 10K at betteredge.com to get a free $20.
On this episode of It's a Bit, we're live from Billy G's office. Bill Guerin, general manager of the Minnesota Wild, NHL legend, Hall of Famer, good friend of the program. Really good interview with him, including one of a good story from when Herb Brooks was his coach. You're not going to want to miss that. We're going to go through our bits of the week as always and end the show with Santa Claus. He's making his third annual visit to the 10K house to read off his naughty and nice list. So all that and more on It's a Bit.
You're listening to the It's a Bit podcast presented by 10,000 Takes.
You just made the roster.
Janine empire called 10,000 Takes.
Fucking like that?
Hey, you know those guys that do 10,000 takes? They do some funny bits, right?
They're good. They're funny dudes.
Yeah.
10,000 take.
All right, welcome back to another episode of It's a Bit presented by 10,000 Takes. My name is Bossman, joined by producer Cam, Wags, journalist Jake. And just to kick off the show, we actually had a question submitted through Spotify, which I didn't know was a thing.
I did not know that either.
Until we got an email from Tanner Hadler. He said, can you guys put the video of the podcasts on Spotify too? I'll let Cam answer that one.
Yeah, not currently, because the way Spotify has it set up, it's broken. And last time we did that, I was up till 4 a.m.
So what? Pretty much, you try to upload it and it just doesn't.
It takes forever.
Yeah, it's like 20-hour upload pretty much.
It hits
right?
100%, and then it just says processing,
and it just stays like that.
And
forever.
we have the best internet, the best computer,
and we want to make sure we upload the podcast the day after we record, so it's current. So there's If this was like if we were doing 10K full time, then yeah, no problem. I could just stay up late, but I also have a full-time job. So.
And I was going to say, too, if you want to watch the video version of the podcast, you can go to our YouTube channel, 10,000 Takes. We upload it every morning at 8 a.m., at least the Wednesday of the show release. And also, while we're on this topic, if you guys listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure to give us a 5-star rating. I didn't realize that ratings were a thing on Spotify until now. So make sure to give us 5 stars if you like the bit. But before we get into the bit of the week, fantasy football update, we are in the gauntlet round.
Dun, dun, dun.
This sucks.
We actually put up a pretty good week. I think we put up like 135 points, which is pretty good for us, but Veach's juggernaut of a team ended up putting up about 160. And then you like that beat Third and Forever in what I would call a underdog matchup. I think they beat him by 3. So we missed getting out of the gauntlet consolation bracket by 3 points.
Ugh.
So with this, I guess the gauntlet bracket, we have to lose 2 to get punished, right?
Yep.
That's how that works. Okay, so all we need is 1 win. We can do this.
We're
we
fine.
can do this.
Yeah.
Well, who do we play again?
So we played State of Skull
They're
this
not
week.
good.
We put up. I think we put up almost 20 more points than last week, and this week we're projected to put up at least 10 more than them. I was able to bench Michael Gallup too. He's terrible, Cam.
No, he's the worst.
Yeah, I don't. But Yahoo projects him at like 13, 14 every week. I've been tricked by it too many times. So
it doesn't make sense.
I put Fournette back in the roster, even though he's 100 years old.
Yeah, and he moves like he's 100 years old too.
He puts up he doesn't put up a lot of points, but he's consistently good for
Does he put up like
between
10?
7 to 12.
Yeah.
Which is better than Gallup at 3, 2 weeks in a row. So hopefully that little change is gonna make the difference here. But at least everyone on our roster. Actually, I think everyone in the NFL except for maybe the Eagles are fighting still for seeding and whatnot. So at least none of our teams have any reason to mail it in, at least right now, or none of the players.
And as it stands, even the Eagles are fighting for. I mean, if they lose out and then if they lose 2 games and the Vikings win out, they get the first seed still. So
that's good though. That means that we don't have to, because that's the weird thing about fantasy football playoffs is you have some teams who are starting to bench players if they've clinched, and it can get really weird in playoff times, especially when you hit like week 17, week 18. So,
well, I have a league where it's like a 12-man league, and the top 8 make the playoffs. My team's not very good. I was the 8 seed. I beat the 1 seed.
Oh, there we go.
Like, anything can happen.
So that league doesn't have a bye for the 1 seeds?
No, it's just 1 through 8.
That
it's weird.
sucks, man.
So basically, as it stands, it's us versus State of Skull this week. It's Wild Takes versus Has-Beens. The 2 losers of that play, and the loser of that match has to run through the paintball gauntlet. So
that'll be fun.
Hopes and prayers, folks.
Nice.
Like I said, if you've been listening week by week, you know this team has steadily declined. What was a very prospering, highest-scoring team in the league is now a decrepit, point-scraping piece of shit team. But I believe we can at least win one of these. It's sad to say this. I think we can win one of these 2 matchups.
I think so, too.
I hope so.
I hope we can beat State of Skull, send them to the gauntlet game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think if there are people, anyone knows among us people, I think a lot of people would want to see State of Skull in that gauntlet, specifically for one person.
I'll just keep saying Cooper Kupp, Breece Hall.
Yep.
That really sucks.
killed.
Our season kind of went down with them.
Yeah.
Completely. That was the core. Those 2 and Josh Jacobs and Josh Allen are the core of our team. So we'll see what happens. But all right, let's get into bit of the week before our interview with Billy G. We'll start, I guess, with you, journalist Jake. What do you got?
I have the Winter Highway Anarchy bit. So this is I was trying to coin a name for this, but this is the time of year up in Minnesota, and people are very familiar with this in the Midwest. When it's raging blizzards out, snow is on the ground, on the roads for like days on end. It like freezes. It becomes part of the pavement. It like the pavement doesn't exist anymore. Or the asphalt, I should say. It is literally just the snow to the point where you can't see the lanes on the road. You can't see the turn lanes. And when you're parking, you can't see the handicap spots. You can't see the parking lots, lots or slots or whatever. So it turns into just an absolute nightmare. I remember driving the last couple days here, just people driving clearly outside of their lanes. I'm driving through what I knew was a turn lane because I'm driving towards a median in an intersection. I'm like, oh, nope, I was definitely in a turn lane. And people are like all over the place. And then parking at the places, I'm clearly parking probably in a handicap spot, but people are just parking in random spots. And it doesn't even, laws don't exist anymore. Yeah. It's an anarchy. You're driving wherever you want to be. You're parking wherever you want to be because you can't see shit and no one's going to enforce it because there's snow on the ground.
People who don't experience snow climate that often, they don't realize that parking is absolutely brutal in the wintertime because everyone guessing where parking spots
it's a free for all.
So so once once a few people start fucking up, everyone fucks up, and before you know it, everyone is parked in the most fucked up way possible.
It's exactly what it is. You park where you please, you drive where you please.
I think if we all came to common ground and would be able to just park somewhat relatively close to another car and go from there, it wouldn't be a big deal. But the problem is that one person decides they want to fucking be far away from everyone, and they're not able to calculate the perfect amount of space.
Yeah.
So they take up 2 spots, and then someone goes in the middle of them, and someone goes to the right of them taking up 2 spots. Next thing you know, a parking lane with 30 spots is now down to 12 cars.
Yep.
So exactly. And it's fucked up too. Driving near our house here I think last night, in a road that I know was 2 lanes, okay? I see 3 cars side by side by side. Someone is driving on the shoulder.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm talking about. And the police aren't going to pull him over because they were like, they fucking don't know. He doesn't know. There's just snow on the ground. I mean, it becomes the asphalt. So it's anarchy out there. It doesn't matter. And that goes with bad drivers and all that shit. But it's literally just a free-for-all of it's your own traffic laws at that point.
It is funny, though, about that story that someone assumed the road by our house is 3 lanes.
Yeah,
that's real. Never will you see a 3-lane road in the middle of where we live.
No.
So,
no. Outside off of a freeway, no.
The worst is when you go to a parking lot where the lanes are one way. You know what I mean? Where you have to you have to drive down one way, and then someone fucks it up. So then it's just a pure free for all.
Yeah,
you just kind of park wherever.
What going off of that? people are parking right next to each other, or that one person like parks maybe like a half a car length away from the other person, and then that spot it's fucked.
Great time of year to be a truck guy, though.
Yeah,
true. I'll say that.
It is. The 4-wheel drive is great.
Call me whatever bad word in the dictionary you want, man. I put it in 4-wheel drive, and I have no problem at all.
You can fly right by people.
When it comes to wintertime, truck guys have it figured out. They really do.
Yeah, we don't end up, knock on wood, we don't end up like Houseboy Donnie.
True.
Just got a tire slashed.
Yeah, his car is just falling apart at all times, so I'm not actually surprised that happened again.
Like, can you imagine driving to the airport in a Grand Prix every day in this winter?
In this weather, it's got to be rough.
No.
Hey, at least we have a snowblower now, though.
Yeah.
I feel like the amount of snow we had last year without a snowblower, if we tried that strategy again where we just kind of drive over the snow and mat it down, he wouldn't be able to park in the driveway.
No.
He'd have to park on the street.
Yeah.
So
and then he'd get towed.
Yeah. So, I mean, this winter is already aggressive.
Yeah, we've already figured it out, though.
Well, I think the forecast is supposed to be like one of the coldest and snowiest winters in a long time.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Love
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah, I love Minnesota.
Right back
This
on
is great.
brand. All right, producer Cam, what's your bet?
I have the heart attack bit. I'm 22 years old. I should not be having weekly heart attacks, but I have weekly heart attacks because of the Vikings.
Every single week.
It's fucked.
So
Especially
that's like, 16 heart attacks?
Yeah, it's bad. Especially last week. We're just down 33-0. It was actually kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. I'm happy we won, but I was like, hey, I'm not going to have a heart attack. Like, it is what it is. We lost. Nope. It was probably the worst heart attack I had all year because we came all the way back and won.
Now, you were working. Were you, like, watching this game live on your phone or something?
Oh, yeah.
Or how you were? Okay.
I was a horrible employee.
Oh, yeah. You just,
I was a horrible employee.
I was.
But the Vikings mean more.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you turn it off at the half, or are you like, no, I'm going to keep it on?
I kept watching, and then I was like in the customer lounge. It was like 36-14. I'm like, we actually have a chance. So then I left like 15 minutes early, and I came here and watched the rest of it.
Oh, there you go.
I'm curious, how do you guys think the other side of that would feel? And I'm not asking this like in a douchey rhetorical way. I'm like genuinely asking. Like,
we've witnessed that.
So the only thing I'm going to say is
not
that
the biggest one in history.
Not the biggest one in history.
You guys, you really don't have a chance for the playoffs. I mean, this thing kind of helps you out because you're maintain your draft status.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it.
I think if I was if I was an away fan going to see my team that I barely ever get to see, and I gave up a 33-point lead twice, I don't know how you're here right now. It's not good.
See, the 33-point lead, I would probably be devastated. But at my age now, the more and more I see I say the Gophers because like that Purdue game was awful. I know that wasn't a 33-point lead, but 5 years ago I would have been like you, Cam, sitting there. But I'm becoming so desensitized to Minnesota teams losing like this. If they would have blew a 33-point lead, I'd be like, I almost can't be surprised right now.
Yeah,
this is Minnesota sports. In a
I
nutshell.
kind of view it actually. Remember when the last time the Vikings were in the NFC Championship game, they went right down, they scored a touchdown, and you felt so great, and then the rest of the game was
38 straight points.
Was the worst experience of your life. That's kind of maybe probably how it would feel if you were like a diehard fan.
I guess. To the Super Bowl.
I think it helps a lot when your second favorite team does it to your first favorite team. Like if that was the Cowboys or something, I probably would have felt a lot worse.
Oh.
But
especially those like the fans.
It's crazy to me, I guess. The way I look at it is like Matty Ice is done. Like there's no way he's coming back.
And I feel so bad for him because he just has this choker label now forever. And like he's not
38,
playing defense.
38-3 in the Super Bowl, which by the way, 28-3 in the Super Bowl, 30-33 rip this game, and then the famous picture comes out with fingers in his ass. And this is
not good week.
And then the picture I posted of him with his ankles taped around so much, which his pants are already covering up multiple braces, which I did not realize. TV does not show that very well. In person, you see just how much of a pillow that man is, how much shit he has around his legs. This is going to be his legacy, and it's kind of sad.
It's where quarterbacks go to die.
Yeah,
sad.
Yeah.
What, like you're saying the Colts now are?
Yeah.
It is. Phillip Rivers,
5 straight.
Carson Wentz,
Matt Hasselbeck.
Gosh, they have a lot.
Jacoby Brissett was good in Indy until he tore his ACL.
Yeah,
probably could have been.
He's doing okay in Cleveland, but he was a guy before that.
He is a guy.
That ACL tear. So dude, I don't know. I tweeted, I got so much shit outside of the stadium, and I was like I was pulling some restraint because I'm like, okay, the minute I yell something back, I might start an all-out brawl that I don't want to be a part of.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy in that video in a fight.
Yeah.
We make fun of it all the time.
No,
and
it's weird because the Vikings are my second favorite team, so these are essentially my fans chirping me in my home state, but I'm in a way fan. So it was I couldn't wrap my head around it. And even the next day, I was in a mental fog of like, I don't know how to feel.
I'm sure it felt like a dream in a way, right?
Yeah,
like
it was just bizarre.
And also, Vikings fans, like, I don't think of them as dicks normally. Like, I don't know.
Typically, they're not like that in person. On Twitter, they can be fucking horrible.
Every fan base has them, though, especially after drinking a ton and after a high-stakes game like that.
They see you walking along
you're letting
in a
it all
Colts
out.
jersey.
You got to take all that stress that all of us were feeling out on someone. So I totally get it.
I just want to, I've been to a lot of football games this year. I want to say, in terms of opposing fans, the Colts fans are probably the nicest I've ever seen.
Yeah, we are the most random fan
They
base.
remind me of kind of like, Nebraska fans.
Yeah.
It's very, come from
even when
Holy
we were
State.
Even when we were up by a lot of points, all the Colts fans were like, you know what, guys, you'll probably come back. Like they were like,
I was one of those guys.
Sarcastic.
People were saying to me at half, "Good game." I'm like, "It's not over."
Yeah. Well, we had to tell the bathroom story. We were in the bathroom, and the score was probably 30-rip at this point. And a Colts fan walks next to a Vikings fan at the urinal, and he's like, you know what, guys? The Colts fan was like, you know what, guys? It's tough so far for you, but I honestly think you guys have a really good chance of coming back in the second half. And the Vikings fan who was standing right next to him just turns to him and says, "What the fuck did you just say?"
So like, shut the fuck up.
Yes. It just got in his face. And these guys are pissing. So, like, they're screaming at each other while they're pissing.
They're probably drunk.
Oh, my God.
Just two grown men fighting with their penises out in the bathroom.
And it's like, dude, one guy was just trying to be nice to you.
Yeah.
See, the Vikings fan probably thought it was sarcasm, but it was not sarcasm, and you saw that play out.
Yeah. No, because I remember the Colts fan left the bathroom, and then later he walked up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, I love your sweater." And he was just a genuinely nice guy. So it's funny that almost happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there was another guy in the bathroom too. I don't think it was the same guy because it was like after the first quarter, but he was wearing like a Jonathan Taylor jersey. And I'm like, "Yeah, man." Or he said, "I love the get up, dude." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a dope jersey. JT's great." And then I'm like, "Yeah, my buddy out there, he's wearing a Phillip Rivers jersey. You won't miss him." And I think he came up to you. He walked out.
Dude, I wore that Phillip Rivers jersey to Lucas Oil a couple months back, and I was the only person there wearing it.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. In a huge stadium full of Colts fans, I didn't see a single other. I saw way more random jerseys than that.
See, you'll see like the occasional like Bradford jersey in Minnesota.
Yeah,
but
it's crazy.
Or like at the Wild game on Monday, we saw a Nate Prosser jersey.
Yeah, yep.
Like,
39,
so it was crazy that like in Indy, I was the most random fan there still. But yeah, dude, what a fucking day.
God.
And it was funny because like, of course, when after the party or after the game, I was going to a family Christmas party with all my Minnesota side of the family, and they're all Vikings fans. I'm like, this is just going to continue.
No,
I was in the truck on the way there, thinking like, this is the only break I get from it is right now. And it was funny because they all said the same thing like unanimously without knowing the others were saying it, but like, well, at least you got to witness history. And my counter to that is, but yeah, that's like being a German citizen in the 1940s and someone saying, well, you were part of history. It's like, yeah, but not in a good way.
No.
What was the music of choice on the way to your parents' holiday party after?
The Sound of Silence by Disturbed.
I would be playing like rabid like screamo music.
No, every song I played I hated. Yeah. And I didn't want to listen to podcasts. I tried listening to Fanline. That made me want to scream.
You can't do that.
I didn't want to hear all these facts about the greatest comeback ever. But like I said, though, at the same time, I'm happy the Vikings clinched. And truthfully, if I wanted anyone to win that game, I wanted it to I wouldn't admit this on the surface, but I want it to be the Vikings because they're playing for more.
Yeah.
Colts season's been done ever since the Reich firing and the upper quartile shit, and there's the Saturday signing, which I think we should transition into your bit about Jeff Saturday.
Yeah, my bit's the Jeff Saturday loves us bit. So we show up to like the bars at around like 9 a.m. ish, would you say, on Saturday morning?
Maybe a little earlier than
maybe
that,
a little
like
earlier.
8:30.
And we go to I totally forgot. We go to a specific bar, but it's closed. So we decide to walk a few blocks back to where we came to go to another bar. And as we are walking back, we see like 10 police cars escorting 4 buses. And we're like, holy shit. These are the Colts buses. They start driving by, and they drive right by us. And the funny thing is, you got Jack up front as they drive by, all decked out in Colts stuff. You have Jake standing next to him, dressed as Kirk Cousins in full gear. Then you have 4 other drunk fans behind them doing the skull chant.
And we're the only people on the street.
Yes,
we are the only people on this block.
And Jeff Saturday's at the front of the bus, sitting closest to us, and he sees all of us, and he just starts laughing his ass off. I assume he saw Jake dressed in full gear and Kirk Cousins, and he sees a random Colts fan in the Phillip Rivers jersey hanging out, 17. And he just lost it. And because of this, I have so much respect for Jeff Saturday. He loves us, and we love him.
Well, and yeah, I thought too, as 4 of those buses went by, half of the people on that bus were probably staring at us. And I just thought for some of the more seasoned Colts players who have been on the team since the River days, they were probably looking at me like, oh, this poor son of a bitch.
He's been through so much.
I hope he invites us to whatever high school he's coaching at next year. It would be really cool to meet him.
Cam, that's no.
He's probably done.
Talk about someone's stock changing drastically in a half. At halftime, I'm sure Irsay was like, look at this guy. Maybe even next year he'll be on the staff, right? And 1 half later, and everyone's like, wow, what a joke. Get him out of the league. This is embarrassing.
So I started, as I progressively drank out of sadness on Saturday night, I started coming up with all these theories of what happened, because at that point I had accepted what happened, but I couldn't justify it. And my justification was that Jim Irsay made a call to Jeff Saturday at halftime and said, what the fuck are you doing? We were underdogs in this game for a reason. We need to lose. We need a draft pick. Figure out a way to lose this game. And they did it.
It's like the
offense slowed down. The defense turned into Swiss cheese. We completely flip-flopped. You just saw one good team and one bad team in both halves. It was pretty miraculous how the teams flip-flopped at halftime.
Jim Irsay called Buffalo Wild Wings to force overtime, and it happened. Remember those old commercials?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because people always make the joke that Jim Irsay has a button in his office that opens up the roof. I think he also has a button that sends a signal to the team to lose.
Probably.
That might be what happened. That's the only theory.
That was a collapse so drastic where it's like something like that should be in play for that to happen. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, that's actually a good theory.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Yes.
And here's the thing, too. The Colts got bailed out twice that game.
Yeah, two fumbles for touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Yeah. And even you were after the first one, you immediately said that should have been a fumble.
I said both times we got bailed out.
Sullivan.
I was like, there's no other explanation. Yeah. That was insane.
They were both literally clear touchdowns.
Well, I remember too. The Vikings also had that huge return off a punt that Rager had that was called back for a face mask. There was no face mask. It was a phantom face mask. It was ridiculous.
That was crazy.
And then near the end, they called a false start on Darisaw, and the Colts defender jumped the line, and then Darisaw moved, and they called it a false start.
It was just
bizarre.
It was a very bizarre game from the start because JT gets injured on his very first play of the game. He's out for the year now.
Yeah,
by the way.
It was the very first, wasn't it?
So you have him out for the year. You have Leonard out for the year, who's the core of the defense. You have Kenny Moore, the second best corner, who probably would have been on Osborne or probably would have been on Thielen. Who knows? There's a lot of what ifs that happen, but I think at the end of the day, the Vikings would still win that game. So. Basically, here we are now at a point where the Vikings have clinched. And I think that's great. And you know what? The Colts have the 6th overall draft pick right now. And I say, fuck it. Lose the 3 games. Irsay, hit the button all 3 games. Don't hit it at half, though. Hit it in the first quarter. Yeah. I would have rather seen a blowout. I'm not kidding when I say that than what I fucking witnessed. And you could see it on my Twitter. I was getting, you guys only had 7 points, and I was fucking terrified. I'm like, no.
You turned to me. You're like, I'm terrified right now. It was 33-7.
You're like, Jack, you still have a 26-point lead. The third quarter's almost over. I'm like, watch this happen. I saw what happened the fourth quarter in Dallas on Sunday Night Football.
You want to hear something funny, though? That was me watching the very first game, Vikings-Packers. Jake and I went to that game. We were up 3 scores in the fourth quarter. I was sitting on the edge of the seat, just terrified that we were going to give it away.
What was the final score? 23-7, and I think it was
until the last 2 minutes.
I know.
I
was sitting there no, Aaron Rodgers is going to come back.
Yeah,
it's going to happen. And then I'm like, okay, we won this game, 23-7.
Matt Ryan is just has to be haunted at this point. Yeah. There's no way he can take this anymore.
He's seeing aggressive.
I mean, I don't know if I'd ever come back from a Super Bowl where something like this happens. Then it happens in another game. I mean,
even worse.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He's got to be engaging in some intense therapy this week.
Yeah, that guy's got a tough mental. I don't know if his mental is as tough as his legs based on what I've seen in person.
Or his ass.
His ass is Dov Harrison and Phillip went 2 knuckles deep and couldn't even penetrate. So shout out.
That was a good fisting attempt.
Let's talk about how much Kirk did not do anything in that game.
No, he's useless.
He did nothing according to that one dumbass.
And then the NFL Twitter says that he only had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it was fucking horrible.
He still won the poll. I think it's because so many fans were in the reply saying, "What the fuck? He had 4 touchdowns."
I'm telling you, they just want to grasp at straws. The NFL hates us. I
was gonna say, between the officiating and that whole thing, and then the PFF guys, I legitimately think it's the Vikings versus everyone.
See those refs go into Roger Goodell's office like it was like some scene in Star Wars where like 2 guards or like Darth Vader goes up to the Sith Lord or something, like when he fails a mission or something. You betrayed me. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. Yeah, and he kills them both. Well, those refs might be missing now.
If Dean Blandino was still the VP of officiating, he would not let this happen.
No.
Friend of the show, Dean Blandino.
Bring Dean back.
Yeah.
Just kidding. He'll be doing that Dean for the back. XFL.
Yeah.
And actually, he has he's like the eye in the sky for the XFL, meaning like he can actually overcall any play whenever he wants if it actually deserves to be overcalled. Yeah.
Which that's how it works in any business. Your boss can step in and easily basically say "fuck you."
No, that's
do whatever they
call.
want. Yeah. So that's probably a good thing to implement.
We have the technology. We should use it. Like it makes no sense ever not.
Too bureaucratic. Roger Goodell. As long as Roger Goodell is running the NFL, that shit ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. All right.
It's annoying.
Let me close this out here before our interview with Billy G. I got the Russian elves and Santa the Enforcer bit. At Sunday's Wild game, we had a Russian elf who was out here breaking franchise records, and we had a guy dressed as Santa who kicks people's asses. And it was a good bit. You had Revo and Kirill. They were making jokes about Revo. They asked, like, what are you wearing? And he's like, Gucci Santa.
Yeah.
It's a good bit.
And then Kirill was like, oh, Gucci. Like, he loved that. Yeah. He loved it.
But what I say is, fuck the elf on the shelf. What about an elf that goes top shelf?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
Make it a shirt.
Way better.
Yeah, and how about Santa Claus who delivers open ice hits rather than presents?
Bad Santa.
Like, how about if the Revo jersey showed up at a certain house in Plymouth?
I was going to ask you that. Is it showed up yet?
Paid 2-day shipping for.
Damn, you probably should have just picked it up at the hockey lodge.
Have you called them yet?
It's a very long drive. I've called them 4 times. No response. I've emailed them twice.
Are you getting
no
your
response.
2-day shipping refunded?
I don't think so.
It's been like 2 weeks, a week.
It's been over a week.
How have you not
it's
got
hard,
an answer from them when you called them?
It's hard to know if I'm getting my shipping refunded if I haven't got an answer.
Yeah, if you know anyone who works at the hockey lodge, please give Cam his jersey.
Come on.
It was a good bet.
What if they come at you saying like, okay, we don't have your Revo jersey, but here's a Sam Steele jersey instead for now?
Jake, you in the Sam Steele jersey.
You love Sam Steele.
Jake loves Sam Steele more than anyone else.
I get it. It's the holidays, but just like maybe not say that you have 2-day shipping available. Thank you. My TED Talk is over.
That's
okay.
Cam's
That's
PSA.
more than fair.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break and get to our interview with Bill Guerin live from his office. All right, folks, welcome back to It's a Bit. Very special guest, recurring guest, actually live from the offices of the Minnesota Wild and of the general manager. We got Billy G, friend of the program, obviously general manager of the Minnesota Wild, NHL legend, and our friend. How's it going, Billy?
Really good. Really good. Thanks for swinging by the office. This makes it much easier for me, so appreciate it.
Well, it's cool to see. It's kind of cool to see where all the business goes down.
Yeah.
And as guys dressed in suits, we know exactly how business goes down.
Yeah, obviously, you guys know what most of you do.
Oh.
But then, Jake does not. Jack, you obviously know the most.
Yep.
Oh.
Because then, Jake, you try, but then you throw your hat on backwards like that and look like you just got out of, finals.
Well, my dad
at your local prep school.
Well, my daddy paid for my school.
Yeah.
And I'm also a prospect, right, Bill?
Yep.
Right.
I should be on that board up there, my name.
You were.
Oh.
You were.
I was? Oh.
Yeah.
I just got the news.
You're the
now.
emergency backup to the emergency backup, right?
I am. Can I officially be the emergency backup goaltender to the emergency backup?
Sure. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
That's my new title.
Yeah, if Connor goes down, someone's got to be ready to go in.
Yeah.
So
I'm taking on that role.
Just add a new layer to it.
It's happening now.
So how's this year treated you so far, Billy? It started off a little weird, but I think in the last month, the Minnesota Wild, they're third in points in the NHL. So what are your kind of thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't start great. I mean, I've been pretty open about that. I think everybody has. Just definitely not the way we wanted to to come out of the gates. But I think the good thing is that we've managed to, or in that time, we managed to kind of keep our head above water, like not really just plummet to where we couldn't come back from, the start that we had. And, I really think lately, the last 10, 15 games, especially, players as individuals and as a team have really picked up their game. D, goalies, forwards have all picked it up. The coaching staff's been really, really good, been really pushing the guys to kind of dial in, and they have. And, it's crazy. And I think the whole league is talking about how close everything is. It doesn't matter if, one of the weaker teams, supposed weaker teams in the league comes in. They all have good players. They all play hard. The teams at the bottom of the standings could beat the teams at the top of the standing any night. So if you don't have your best, you're definitely not doing yourself any favors.
Yeah, and that's what probably makes the NHL one of the most exciting sports, in my opinion, because all these other leagues, they don't really have parity across the league. The NHL, it seems like every single year, anyone can beat anyone.
Yeah, and I do. I think that's a great thing for the fans because, like I said, if your team's in a rebuild, it doesn't matter. Your team still has a chance to win every night. Mm-hmm. It might be your chances might be better against some teams than others, but there's a chance you can win. And I like I said, I think that's good for fans all across the league.
Well, like going back to starting off the season a little rough, like our take on it was like, good, let all the casuals die off. Mm-hmm. The real fans will stick around through this, and here we are. Now we're winning games. Yeah, I mean, I don't think fans really die off. I think they just get frustrated. Yeah, and
they say they die off. I'm not cheering for this team.
Or some of them are like, I refuse to watch it now.
Oh, it's exactly.
Yeah. No,
but then they turn it on.
Yeah,
yeah. There's nothing you can do about that.
No.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't worry about that stuff because I really can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
and I have a lot of other things to worry about. But it's like. Remember, like you guys are probably too young for this, but like when Howard Stern was like, the only shock jock out there, and people say they hated him and this and that, and the people that hated him listened to him the most. Mm-hmm. So there are definitely people like that out there. Even when they get frustrated, they're still tuning in and watching. They just want to see what's going to happen.
Yep.
Well, we had that meet and greet at the beginning of the year that we partnered with the Wild on, and you graciously came out. And...
I still haven't been paid for that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We'll give you
You're saying the check didn't clear?
Well, my dad will be writing the check here pretty soon here.
Yeah, he just got to cash that accounts receivable from the law office.
I got to cash my check first for my daddy, and then we'll give it to you, Bill. But anyway, that was a fun time, though. I remember there was we opened that up for Q&A, and there was some guy that we thought was like a Russo spy.
He was a Russo bug.
It was great. I don't think it was anything negative, but I remember he was like in the front just question after question about the goaltending. He was getting like in depth about
what
it.
He was talking
He had
about.
his arms crossed too, which just added to that.
He was there to ask questions.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that. But I remember them being they were good.
Yeah. No. Mm-hmm.
They were good questions. They were I mean, obviously he wasn't just a fan. He really followed closely and just, that's what we were there for, to answer, get questions answered. And I got no problem with that.
No.
Yeah. I mean, that's I guess your job is to answer those hard questions. It's part of it.
Normally not to fans at a meet and greet, but
yeah.
Hey,
I mean, you have Jacob, what you got to do.
You had Jacob there emceeing it.
And like talking right into the mic, and I didn't know how that worked.
And then they were like, all right, like the people from the Wild are like, do you want to go tell them that like there's only 10 minutes left? And Jake's like slowly creeping closer to you, and you turn around, you're like, do you need something?
I'm like, they told me to come up here to tell you to like, we need to start.
No, that was
down.
a good event. I like it, and I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind doing that stuff. I think it's, I think it's actually kind of. I think it's kind of healthy for, the team or organization relationship with the fans. And, especially today's day and age where, everybody wants information now. And I don't mind sharing some things and giving people where my mind is at. And yeah, I mean, hey, look, I'm not going to give you the deepest, darkest secrets of what we're doing or what we're,
right.
But, overall picture of how the team is and what's going on. Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably why you're probably most people's favorite GM in Minnesota, because you actually go out and you do these events, and I think the Minnesota Wild fan base really appreciates it.
Transparency.
Yeah.
I want transparency.
Yeah.
Well, I guess one biased question we got to ask you is, can you just sign Ryan Reeves forever?
I don't know if they have forever contracts in the NHL.
I can tell.
I'll look into it, but forever.
He's a
he does have to retire.
He's like grade A personality.
Yeah.
Like just the physicality he brings on the ice.
Yeah.
Like he instantly became, like, at least around like the 10K atmosphere, like one of our favorites.
Good.
So he's a
He literally destroyed the Red Wings the last game he played.
Yeah, he made his presence known out there for sure. I mean, he's delivered on everything that we expected from him. And you know what I mean, physical play, all that stuff, and just bringing energy to the group, and he's just nonstop, and he's real positive. I spoke to him the other night, after the game, and he's really enjoying it here because we have a really good group, and the seamless kind of entry to the team, and everybody likes having guys like that around. It's fun.
Yeah.
What is are Foligno and him getting along now? Because I know they've had a history.
Yeah. That stuff is.
No, I know.
It's hilarious.
You know.
Yeah,
I know.
You've been in the league for years.
He's got a backwards hat on.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you know? You have your baseball hat on backwards.
Yeah, I know. I played in the NHL. I decided to not. I just retired early. Wasn't for me.
He turned down the contract.
Yeah, I turned it down.
Well, like really quick with Reeves, our producer Cam, who we were talking about, the guy with the mullet.
Yeah.
He so we were at the game on Monday, and Cam's been talking about buying a Revo jersey for a while because he doesn't have.
I saw that.
Yeah, he doesn't have a good authentic one, and we're like, there's the video of him doing smelling salts on the bench, and we just tweet at Cam. We're like, purchase the jersey now and send the receipt. Like,
didn't he do it in like 4 minutes?
Yes. Yeah.
Within 4 minutes.
So it's funny because we did the smelling salts in the studio. Smelling salts forced Cam to buy the jersey, which equals profit.
Right.
So
exactly. You guys did not. I don't know what the hell you guys had in there, but when I was in the studio that time, those were not regular smelling salts. That was like
next level.
Yeah,
the weightlifter ones.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah, they were like the little pellets. It wasn't even like the ones you cracked open. It was a bottle. You'd open it up, and it goes right to the dome.
Yeah, that phase is done.
I didn't need that.
We don't.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're kind of past that.
I think I was starting to feel kind of stupid, more than I usually am. So that wasn't a good thing.
But you just put your baseball hat on backwards, and
I went to Harvard.
And you're smart again.
Yeah, right.
Maybe you need.
I went to prep school.
Maybe that'll correct you.
Yeah, maybe it'll allow me to maybe start putting my hat forward. Maybe it'll look more respectful,
more like a gentleman.
But I'm a prep school guy, so I am.
Well, if you wear a suit with a baseball hat, then you're a graduate.
Well, yeah, I am.
At least he didn't wear a tank top in here. At least he's not like a shorts in the winter kind of guy.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
I should have wore shorts.
There's always one. There was a guy standing by a bus stop just outside of the office wearing a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah. I don't get it. It's funny. People that smoke can withstand any weather condition that that Mother Nature throws at them just to go outside and have a dart.
Yeah.
It can be -20, the wind's blowing, snowing or whatever, and there's people out there in T-shirts smoking.
They could be driving down the freeway at 80 miles an hour in -20-degree weather in a snowstorm, and they're unrolling that window.
Yeah, how they keep them lit in the rain too. It's amazing.
There's an art to it, I guess, but. I think, are we saying that people who smoke cigarettes are...
They're the toughest people on planet Earth.
They're the toughest people in our society.
They're the backbone of the country.
They're immune to any weather conditions.
Yeah.
They're like cockroaches. Yeah. Survive the nuclear apocalypse.
They could, actually.
Yes.
You'd see them in a nuclear apocalypse smoking a cigarette.
The nuke would be going off in the background, yeah.
That's what you do. What did guys... I'm assuming this is probably yes. I mean, guys probably back in the day probably smoked a lot of darts. Maybe guys still do.
God, yeah. A ton of guys smoke cigarettes. Yeah, it was. I played Sergei Zubov. He'd play 30 minutes a night. Like, didn't have a drop of sweat on. We see him he go in the shower after the game. He's got 2 Bud Lights and a dart.
Oh my goodness,
hockey guy.
I was gonna say that doesn't happen too often these days, right? You're not going to see too many. I was gonna say.
I mean, we'd pull up in the bus, and Zuby'd be running back in the aisle of the bus back to the bathroom, just to have a quick heater before he gets on the plane.
That's crazy. Wow.
We had guys like on our Stanley Cup team in '95 or smoking in the back of the bus with the window open. Stuff is great. Yeah.
It's like one of those don't question it situations. I guess it works.
And then like you'd go out to the bar and stuff, and guys would start, having beers and whatever. And next thing you know, they're,
smoking like a chimney.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Going.
Like, oh my God.
Well, there's a famous picture. I can't remember which NFL player, but he's sitting on the bench, like in pads and everything, with a dart in his mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the quarterback.
I think it was the quarterback of the Raiders back in like the 70s or something.
Yeah.
Iconic photo.
Opens your lungs.
Yeah.
Right. It's like a smelling salt for like
kills all the
lungs.
right.
For back
the
then.
smoke suffocates all the bacteria in your stomach.
Yeah, it is amazing. That guys could do that.
Hey, what's your thoughts about the goaltending we've had this year?
Well, I mean, honestly, it started pretty rough, but those two guys have worked really hard, and I think they've been fantastic.
Yeah.
I really do. I think they've been as good as any tandem out there, and I mean, I knew what to expect from Flower, and I guess Gus was a little bit more of an unknown, but man, he's really made the most of his opportunity, and he's played fantastic. I felt bad for him at the beginning of the year because I thought he was playing really well. He just wasn't getting the wins.
Yeah.
He had in the first time we played in Detroit, he played fantastic. We just couldn't score.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But, and the both of them, and Flowers, they've both had some off nights, but for the most part, I think they've been really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hasn't he won his last 5 games that he started?
Yeah, you tell me.
I think I
go game by game.
Yes. You're not.
Yeah.
He won the last one. Let's see what happens tonight.
We're 1-0 tonight.
Yeah. 0-0, the PJ Fleck.
0-0 going into
every game is a season.
Yep.
Right.
That's the mantra you got to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 82 seasons.
Yeah.
So I guess
a year.
That's what Herb Brooks used to say.
Really?
You don't have 82 games. You have one game 82 times.
Wow.
Well, because
a good way to look
think
at it.
about like
it is.
Think about like the preparation that goes into every game. I mean, that's the best way to think about it because you can't be thinking about next week right now when you have a game tonight.
No, and it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what happened last game.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It doesn't. It's like we were talking earlier, especially in the league today. It really doesn't matter. You have to prepare even more for tonight.
Did you get coached by Herb Brooks?
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you get coached by him?
When I first turned pro, he was the coach in Utica, our American League team for New Jersey, and I played for him there. And then the next year, my first full year in the league, I played for him in New Jersey, and then I played for him in the 2002 Olympics.
That's crazy.
Awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
Obviously, he's a huge legend around here. But did you learn anything from him? I mean, what was he like?
Oh, I learned a lot of big words from him. No, he was. It was cool because from the time I came in the league to the time I had him at the Olympics, he was a much different coach. He was a much different guy. He had really loosened up a lot. But he was, Herb was not. He was not there to be your friend. Like he was going to coach you and do the right things. And he had a belief in how the game should be played, and he really held firm with that and how players should act and perform and all those things. And he really stayed true to himself. He would not budge on that stuff. And, I learned a lot from him. He was great. He was awesome to play. We had a meeting one time. I tell this story a lot, but Herb was just, and he had Jack Blatherwick with him and Warren Strelo. And Jack was our strength and conditioning guy. He kind of, via satellite from here, he'd come in every once in a while, and they were just way ahead of their time. Like, they were into like all the conditioning and the edge work and the skills and all that stuff. So they really were ahead of their time. And so we had this meeting one time in the Cow Palace in San Jose. You guys don't even know what the heck
that's a hell of a name. Yeah, I'll point that out.
I like
first.
It's where the Sharks played when they first came in the league.
They call it the Cow Palace?
Yeah, in San Francisco.
Like that was its legitimate name?
That's the name of it.
That's awesome.
Sponsored by cows.
You guys are...
That's only second to...
What am I doing on this show?
Oh, yeah, really quick.
Honestly. Let me finish the story.
Sorry, go
come
for
on,
it.
come on.
Sorry.
Quit interrupting.
Sorry.
So we had this meeting in between periods, and Herb's telling us how there's no synergy. And he keeps going like this with his hands. No synergy, gentlemen. There's no. You gotta find some synergy within the group and your lines and your pairings, and we gotta find some synergy. And he like storms out of the room. and everybody just starts looking around like, does anybody know what synergy means? like anybody? No. Like we're like, okay, let's go. We went out and just sucked again because we didn't know what synergy was.
Synergy. Yeah.
Need them to define the word before.
Look it up in the dictionary.
Yep.
And then you'll be good.
Well, I know there's a lot of funny stories about him when he was coaching the U of M. Like, he'd run into players at bars, buy them drinks, and said, "You're gonna have a fun day tomorrow." I know there's a lot of stories like that around the U of M.
Yeah.
No, Herb was a great guy, and he was just a legend. Just an awesome guy. I'm lucky to have been able to play for him.
Yeah, he's a legend here. I mean, there's the place here at the office is like Herbie's.
Yeah, it's a restaurant.
I'd never been there before.
Yeah, his brother Dave owns this building.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the way it is. Him and his partner, this guy Jimmy Kelly, they own this place, and I think we lease it from him. I think that's the way it works.
Okay.
And the restaurant's been down there for a number of years now, and it's really good. It's really good. It's packed on game days and stuff like that, and events and stuff like that. But it's awesome.
Well, how dare we call ourselves hockey fans? We never even ate at Herbie's.
Well, you should.
No kidding.
Damn it,
underrated spot.
Herbie's.
You should.
Well, I know my my dad would appreciate this, but what do you think of Phil Housley? Howie.
I love Howie. Yeah. Howie's an old teammate of mine too.
Yeah,
and he was a great player. And that guy, he could do it all. He was so good. He was unbelievable on the power play. When he got traded to New Jersey, like I learned a lot from, like, I was a forward, and when I would get my time on the power play, and it was with Howie, and then I'd talk to him, like, I learned a lot as a forward by talking to Phil Housley on just about power play stuff and being net front and all those things. And yeah, he's been a good friend for a long time.
Yeah, I just remember my dad. I think we ran into you at one of the I think it was on homecoming. We don't need to talk about that Gopher game
tough
against Purdue. But I think you'd met my dad, and my dad, like, the first thing I think he asked you, do you know Phil Housley? You need to get him on the coaching staff, or you need to bring him on. And my dad's just passionate. He's from South St. Paul. I get it, but I knew I just had to probably bring that up because I know he'll probably be listening. So, because I think he graduated with Phil Housley. So. Yeah,
no, he was very outspoken about it. I appreciated that.
No, I wish we were on the topic of Minnesota hockey legends, and he's a South St. Paul guy, so had to bring it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your dad will still, like, he's told me a million times, he will randomly be like, "Hey, Zane, I know Phil Housley."
I know Phil Housley, especially a couple more beers in him.
Yes,
I graduated with him. I'm like, I know.
He just has to remind you who's the man.
He really does.
No, I mean, it is cool though. I mean, South St. that was the time when South St. Paul was like, a powerhouse at hockey. So and now they're unfortunately like our alma mater, Burnsville. They're doing jack shit right now in terms of hockey. They've combined with Apple Valley.
The Firehawks.
Is that what they're called?
Something like that. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah, it's incredible, like, what's happened to some of these programs and how they've just kind of been decimated. And yeah, it's tough. There are a lot of teams with, like, rich history kind of going down, and it stinks.
Well, one unfortunate thing is that Edina is still around and they're succeeding a lot, but kind of on that track. Sammy Walker, what are your thoughts on him? He's really kind of, especially on Twitter, the fans love him.
Yeah, I know they love him. He's from Minnesota.
Yes.
So, but no, Sammy's great. He's done everything that you're supposed to do as a young player, and he went down to Iowa and played with a lot of heart and a lot of courage, and brought his best assets and that speed and and pushing the pace and things like that, and he's earned his way up to the NHL.
Yeah.
And that's what you want. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're drafted or, where you played college or where you did this or where you did that. When you get your opportunity in the American League or wherever, you got to make it happen. And he really has. And, he can play in this league, and there's no doubt about that. And it was pretty funny. I went down there almost 2 weeks ago just to watch those guys play in Iowa. And he had a Gordie Howe hat trick in the first period.
Jeez.
I was like, I really like this.
Yeah. Was he wearing his hat backwards with a suit on after?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
He wouldn't do that.
I did think the funniest thing was when the other night they were wearing the reverse retros. People were like, okay, he kind of looks like he's playing at Edina again. Maybe I don't like this.
Yeah. No, I thought it looked like an old Norris division game, like with the stars and the wings. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I love it. Those uniforms are just awesome.
Yeah.
Those are really
still
sick,
for sale
though.
at the lodge.
Hey, nice plug.
Yeah.
Nice plug.
What do you mean plug? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, what are you talking about? Come on.
No plug at all.
No, but people talk about what would your thoughts be on bringing I mean, I'm not saying this is like a suggestion you need to do this. I'm just saying people have brought it up, okay? But for reverse retro, like bringing back like the OG Wild sweaters
early
from like
2000s.
2000, you know, with like the jagged numbers and all that.
Yeah. we just might keep those there.
Okay. All right.
That's your answer.
Well, that's the answer. We don't need to go any further with
No. That's not even my department.
I know.
I do have a little bit of input.
A little pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day.
Just toss the hat in the ring.
10 years down the road, maybe that'll be it.
No, the reverse retros now are pretty fucking sick.
They're sweet.
They're sweet.
Yeah, you get a lot of the North Star history out of them with still having the Wild logo. So
this is
fucking sick.
This might be a dumb question. Did they have white helmets the last time we did reverse retros, or were they always green? Because I feel like they just became green, and that's what pops.
I think we had the white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they were white jerseys.
Right.
Yeah. It was a shame that we had those in the bubble, with no fans because you couldn't
show them off.
But they're they're great. They're I love those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're fantastic. I think everybody does.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty unanimous. It's crazy how like passionate people get about uniforms. There's some people who see uniforms and they're like, "This just disgusts me." I'm like, "It's just what they're wearing."
Yeah, the Minnesota Twins, they just unveiled a bunch. They invited us there for it, and we just posted pictures. And you should have saw the comments. It was a cesspool of just people hating on everything.
Yeah, I saw them. I didn't.
They're pretty neat.
Yeah,
I like them.
Yeah, they're cool.
I've never
seen
uniforms. I've never seen a uniform and gone like, "Oh, that's terrible. I hate this team now."
There's been a few.
Yeah. You think so?
Oh yeah, not I hate this team now.
Yeah,
but there have been a few.
There's been some rough ones.
There's been some really rough ones, and fortunately, ours are awesome.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people don't even know it's a bear in the Minnesota Wild logo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that took me a while.
Yeah, you're one of those guys.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
it's funny, but like when we first got here, my wife thought there were upside down trees, and I'm like, "What are you talking about, upside down trees?" I'm like, because I think they're red. I don't know. I can't even. I'm looking for a logo.
There you go, right here.
Yeah, she says, "Why are there upside down red trees?" I said, what are you talking about?
Looking in the middle.
They're right side up green trees, and like. The way I don't know if it's the way our brain works. She saw the red, I saw the green, and that was it.
It's kind of one of those optical illusions
where
you see one thing or the other.
I think it's a great logo. When you when you figure it out what it is, it's a good logo because it's everything that is in the state.
Yeah, encompasses the wild here of Minnesota.
The color scheme too is
just perfect.
It's not like we
green.
went with anything basic. I mean, the forest green, was it scarlet red?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you a color palette guy?
No,
Jake?
I'm not. I don't know the hex key to that.
Okay.
The hex number.
Somewhere on there.
The sun yellow, whatever it is, the yellow we have. No, it's a cool logo. Did you always know it was a bear?
Not when they first came in the league. I was like, what is that? And then somebody told me it's a bear head, and then you had to look at it, and once you see it, you see it.
Yeah. Once you see it once, it doesn't go away. You understand it. Yeah.
I can see if you've never seen it before and you look quick, you're not going to.
Yeah, you're just like,
you
what?
might not see
I think
it.
it's almost like a new shape.
Yeah.
Right. No, but it's a good logo. And there's a lot we can do with it.
Yeah. 100%.
I was gonna say, like, we're looking around for a logo. We're like, we're in the offices here. If we can't find a logo here,
no, I know there's one right under the speaker.
It's covered,
but it's covered by the technology.
The conference phone.
This is actually a really cool table, though.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Let's talk about the table.
No, this is cool.
Can you draw on the table?
Can you draw plays here? Oh wow, yeah.
See markers right there.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Jake, show him.
I'm wearing. This is education.
Show him the penalty. Penalty kill.
I don't know. I'm not going to try to drop a penalty kill.
Yeah. we usually write like I'm with stupid and then just.
Oh yeah, right. I like that. Yeah. No, I have a college education. All
Doesn't
right?
mean you're not stupid.
I got a law degree. All right.
Pre-law.
No, pre-law.
Pre-law at the firm.
No, this is actually just a covering, like a sticker.
That's cool.
It's like a like a lamination over.
Oh yeah,
board.
Yeah, this is really sick.
That's neat.
Jack, I just said it's a sticker.
yeah.
Wait, the whole thing's a sticker?
It's a sticker.
You said it was lamination.
Well, don't pick it.
I'm not just stealing.
Someone did it.
We
one
come in
point.
here and just start being reckless, and someone.
Yeah,
already
but they
started
work
something.
here.
Yeah, I know.
They were nervous about something.
Yeah, Jack, you don't work here now. I'm the EBug to the EBug.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're on staff.
I'm on staff.
You can
technically.
pick at the table if
It's
you want.
beneficial. Yeah, I can, but I won't.
Do you have the say in who the EBug is? Like, how does that work?
No, I don't really get involved in that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
damn it! So this isn't official now. No, that is crazy though. I did not know about the concept of EBugs until literally 5-6 years ago.
It's like the only pro sport where you can be a random person off the street and play in the game. Like,
it's literally crazy.
yeah.
And I remember that story of the guy in Chicago.
That was amazing.
He's an accountant, right?
Yeah.
Scott Foster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are cool
It
stories.
was, it's just a bizarre thing. Yeah, you would never just say, hey, we got some dude back there that's really tall. He's going to jump in at center.
Yeah.
For the Timberwolves,
We got an emergency center waiting.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a different thing, but you need to have it. I've seen it in the minors, plenty of times too. And we had to use a guy one night when I was with Wilkes-Barre. Where the heck were we? I think we were in Rockford or something. We had some guy come in. He just got off his shift at the fire department.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he just came in. And he backed up, and I mean he was. It's close. You're one shot away from going in.
Which is so crazy. Talk about a dream come true.
Yeah. It can be cool. They can be good stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified. It'd be awesome, but I'd be absolutely terrified if you're just thrown in on a limb like that. Just all right. Now I'm going to take slap shots at 95 miles per hour.
Yeah,
if not more.
See, I remember because Jake plays goalie in men's league. Besser would occasionally play in our league, and he fuck you up.
Oh yeah. There would be. I'd be sitting there okay, he's coming down. All right, I got the angle down, and the puck would fucking hover. I swear, above my glove, and I'm I can't.
You're not doing enough of those tennis ball
This is
things.
different, and he's just he's not even going 100%. He's just he's just trying to be cool in men's league. But those pucks, they hover, or it was like a pitch coming at me. It was weird.
Yeah.
Breaking ball.
Guys are pretty good.
Believe it or not,
Are they good?
The ones who are selected to be there, Jake.
Yeah, I know. My bad. Well, I'm gonna. It's been a.
Were you any good? Let me ask you this.
I was on a team with
Were
Zane.
you better? Are you better at playing the drums or playing goalie?
That's a tough one. I don't know. How was I at the
you
drums?
got rated on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, I thought you were good on the drums.
Oh, okay. Maybe goalie out of 10. All right. Maybe give myself a 6, and then maybe an 8 out of 10 on the drums. Right. Maybe on a good day, 7 out of 10 on goalie.
What are your stats? You got stats, right?
Well, this year in men's league, oh goodness, my team is allowing 45 plus shots a night, and I may be saving 40, 41. Maybe.
So
that's good.
It's goals against are high, but the save percentage
goals against
is high
are very
too.
high, but my save percentage is 90, 91.
All right, good. Oh, you're good then.
But yeah, I'm 6-7 out of 10.
Don't be so modest.
Yeah, accept the compliment, Jake.
I'm the EBug to the EBug. So let's just put it. Let's just settle it at that.
Yeah, let's just leave it.
We'll leave it at that for now.
I think this is actually a great transition for a question we had for you, Billy. Would you be willing to be the interim GM of our what is it, the Minnesotan Cup?
Minnesotan Cup
team. It's a weekend in Scandia where all the 10K guys play on a hockey team. And last year didn't go the best. We went 1-2, got eliminated from the first round. I'm the coach. I actually don't know anything about the game. That's kind of the.
He just broke a lot of clipboards.
I just told them, I go out there and bang bodies. You got to do that.
Yeah.
You got to back check. It's fun and it's sexy to forecheck, but you got to back check too.
Right.
And then you got to get that puck in deep.
Okay, good. You're off to a good start.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
How much?
How much?
How much money?
I'm kidding.
That's how much my daddy is willing to put into it.
In Scandia,
It's like next to White Bear Lake.
Oh, okay.
Hockey Day in Minnesota, where that is.
It's for charity, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for charity.
Charity hockey.
Yeah, let me. If I can do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Ryan Carter plays on one of the other teams.
Yeah, he has historically. Yeah.
Oh, he's got to be a star in that league.
He is. Yes.
We didn't have to play him, fortunately.
Yes.
You could just get us one person from the Wild to go in there for just a shift.
If you're not playing, well, we should look at the schedule. It's Saturday the 4th, isn't it? February 4th.
Maybe we'll just enter.
Yeah,
so enter the team.
you could
just enter.
Yeah.
Can we get
Minnesota Wild?
Can we just have a little draft and can we just
bring Revo
under the table deal right now? We're gonna bring Revo on our team.
Yeah.
Imagine Reeves out there. We played that high school team from Forest Lake. They're actually really good. They're the team that eliminated us, which was kind of sad, but they're fresh. They're fresh hockey
They
players.
just got eliminated from the playoffs, and we're on the ice the next day.
They got young energy.
Yeah.
We got guys passed out on the ground because they're having such bad Charlie horses.
We'll bring Revo out.
Or they had 20 beers the night before.
Yeah. The kids we were playing weren't even old enough to drink.
Well, so actually, I have my coaching stats written down if you're interested.
Let's hear it.
So 1 win and 2 losses, not bad, 50%. 2 packs of gum in 3 games down the hatch.
Great.
6 beers in 3 games, which is an average of 2 pounders per game, and 12 clipboards shattered, which averages 4 per game. I'm emotional.
Pretty good. I mean, you wear your emotions on your sleeve, and that's just the way you are.
Yeah.
You can tell the team really responded too by that 1-2 record.
They were. Hey, you were doing some speeches, and there were people gathering around.
I was. I'm the leader.
500 either.
No.
Yeah, you said it was 50%.
50%.
1 and 2 is
It's 1 out of 3 technically.
You're 3.33.
33%.
You said 50%, and I'm like, okay.
Okay, so 33%. Correction.
He's a hockey coach.
Stat correction.
He's a hockey guy.
Didn't have his analytics
We
department
need the
in.
stat. We need the stat guy. Matt
Sells.
Can we come over here and analyze their stats?
He could fix all that.
Yeah.
You should get stats for us.
Yeah.
The Minnesota Cup. I wouldn't want to look at that actually.
We got to get uniforms this year. We looked like shit last year.
We didn't look.
What are you guys, the Bad News Bears?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Get some uniforms.
Except we didn't make it to the championship game, so
there's got to be somebody out there, a sporting goods store or whatever, that would donate jerseys to your guys' cause.
Yeah,
probably.
Just blast their logos as big as they can on the jerseys. We're gonna make content out of them.
Yeah.
Well, and we'll especially if they ask us.
Get Cam out there.
Yeah,
pounding the pavement, getting some jerseys.
You should
make him useful.
He's not here today. He's not here today. He's not working.
No.
He might as well be doing something.
He's probably at the house playing video games.
He's probably literally there just getting drunk.
He's got a new girl in his life too.
Allegedly,
He's done.
That's all.
It's over.
He done? It's over.
He's a lost cause.
But I think with you being the interim GM, any sort of transactions or moves we make on the team, we got to run it by you.
Yep.
I'll be sending you a message.
Okay.
Yeah. You say yes or no.
You'll get us on one of these fancy TVs. We'll use the laminated board to drop the plays.
Yep.
Okay.
We got a whiteboard back here. We'll be drawing up situations with cap and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in this for the long haul. We're winning this year.
Yeah.
Wait, hockey days in January or February?
So this tournament is in January.
No, this tournament is in February.
It is?
Yeah. Yep. Hockey Days in January.
Hockey Day Minnesota's in January in White Bear Lake. It usually is in January, but they're moving it a week after the Hockey Day Minnesota. So the Minnesotan Cup this year is going to be on Saturday, February 4th.
There you go. Oh, yeah, you're right. I just Googled it.
And I don't think
February 4th?
Yes.
I'm out of town.
Oh, shit. Well, you can be doing it remotely. We'll have you on the phone.
We should play in multiple tournaments.
We should be
3
playing
games a year is embarrassing.
There's a lot of other charity tournaments we can play in. Like there's that one big one in Nokomis.
The World Pond Hockey Championship.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big one.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Teams all over the place. So you might have multiple GM opportunities.
Yeah, just keep me in mind.
Yeah, we will.
Keep me in mind.
We have other you got to let it be known there are probably no other candidates for the GM position for these teams. So
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand you have to compete.
Reached out to a few other guys.
My resume's strong.
It is. Yeah.
So
no, it is. And you are the only GM.
I'll send it in.
Okay.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. But no, it's gonna be fun. We're hoping this year. Well, we talked with Ryan Carter loosely about actually getting him on the team.
So
that would be a good pick.
Yeah. He said though, O'Connor, the EBugs, said that he would play this year, which means you got to skate out. Sorry,
I got to skate out.
Making decisions here.
All right, that's fine. That's
Carter
fine.
said if Connor played that he might play.
So let me ask you this: because my college roommate was a goalie. And after the season, when they take the ice out down at the rink, we'd go and play street hockey. And he would never play goalie.
Really?
He would always play out. And he was crazy. like crazy. Like he couldn't wait to just score goals. He was like reckless.
Was he any good? Is that what he skated out?
No,
he was?
Okay.
He
was. No, he was good. But no, this is street hockey, not on the ice. But
Okay,
You
know, just slappers and one timers and whatever. So are you like crazy for scoring goals when you play out?
I 100% can vouch for that, 100%, because when you're in that position and you've been in a goal the whole time, you feel like you have the whole ice in front of you. You want to go fucking mad. Yeah. You don't even play positions.
You also said 100% twice, which means you're 200%.
Yeah, I'm 200% in. No, I get
kinda like
that.
you're 50%.
Yeah.
You're
so that
right.
You guys caught me red-handed there. I was trying to fudge the numbers to sound better. But.
Well, like it's fun being in net, but like I know how that feels when you are in that position. Though you feel like you're kind of like a bird out of its cage, and you can just like, oh, there's more than just the crease on this ice. Oh wow, no. I'll trust me on the team. If I skate out, I'll be
spreading your wings.
Someone's got to sit me down and tell me positions again, kind of. So I'm not going too nuts.
Yeah.
On the ice.
Here we go. Oh, saw someone almost walk in through the reflection.
Really?
Whatever.
Oh shit.
Sorry. ADHD. I get distracted.
We're in an office.
It's good to hear that Hartsy's coming back.
Yeah, he should be back soon. He's not going to be back tonight.
Yeah.
Hopefully Sunday. I don't know. We got to see how he gets through practice, and we just want to make sure that he's okay. Sometimes a couple days it might not make a difference, but it makes everybody feel better to put him through the right process. So yeah, it'd be great to get him back. We've missed him.
Yep.
Yeah, and Duhaime, you know what? I don't think he'll be back till after Christmas, but we'll see. And it'd be nice to be healthy.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good to hear that at least be back at some point this season because Duhaime adds a lot.
Yeah, he was having such a great year too. It just, he can still have a great year, but he really was playing really well, really well.
Mm-hmm. Duhaime, Dewey, Dewar. There's a lot of Dews on the teams as well as a few Sams as well.
Dewar.
Dewar.
That's what
I know. I like calling him Dewey though.
Dewar.
Did I say Dewar?
You said Dewar.
Oh, my bad. Wait, so how do you say it again?
Jake.
Dewar, not Dewar. I like calling him the Dewey Decimal System though. It's just fun.
I'd make a good shirt, by the way.
That goes with the hat.
That's kind of a rough nickname though, because that's associated with libraries, and it's just
but bro, I just went to the school, dude. The Dewey Decimal.
What about I know this isn't usually a thing that's on your radar, but for Philip Gustafsson, nicknames, there's 3 of them that people like to cycle between. I don't know which one you think's best as a certified hockey guy, but Gus Bus, Phil, or Philly G?
What was the first one?
Gus Bus.
Gus Bus, Philly G.
Or just Phil. Keep it simple.
Straight up.
Kind of like just Gus. I think everybody calls him Gus.
Is that what?
Just Gus?
Yeah.
No, Gus.
Well,
Gus.
You're not going to call a guy Gus Bus. Hey, Gus Bus.
Just think of
bench warmers.
Yes. Bench warmers.
Or Bus.
Rob Schneider,
The Bus.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Keep it short.
Yeah.
I like Philly G, too.
Philly G.
Yeah, that's
Philly G, Billy G.
Paying homage to you.
G,
I like that one. That's fun.
What's your favorite nickname that people call you? Is it just Billy G?
Billy G.
Billy Gambles?
Simple.
Yeah.
Well, Billy Goat.
Billy Goat.
No. Just Billy G. That's it. It's really the only one I've had. So it's pretty. That's what it should be.
Yeah, Billy G.
Yeah, there's
Straight
not
up.
much more there.
Speaking of that, I saw this year at the training camp, first video that came out of you addressing the team. Spurgey was ready for it when you called on him. Was that once again just off the cuff completely, or was that a little planned out because of how well the last one did?
It was planned out.
Okay.
Yeah, between me and Spurge.
Yeah.
I just love they posted on the Wild site and they had to bleep out like a few words there.
Yeah.
Get your fucking ass up
I'm trying
here.
to get that under control.
No, don't. That's great.
I swear far too much, and yeah.
But it's authentic.
Well,
that's why we like it.
Yeah,
because it shows that you're a real person. You're not.
No,
a robot,
I don't apologize
you know?
in situations like that. That's just who I am. And,
right.
And,
the part of the country you came from too.
How most of us talk, but you know what? It's just funny. Sometimes I'll get in like regular social settings with non-hockey people, and I'll drop a few F-bombs, and it's like, oh, man, come on.
Well, you're a hockey guy
Clean
from the
it
East
up.
Coast.
Clean it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was that, and then the video where you're telling Kalen Addison that he made the team, and you're like, what fucking number are you?
Yeah.
I don't even know what number it is.
What number?
Wait, how long have you been number
those,
2?
I hate those numbers. I hate those numbers. Those, like, the football numbers, I call them. Like, they're just, I don't know. These kids come out with, like, Hartsy's 38. Like, that's a terrible number. I know he likes it, but it's terrible. Guys are like 43.
Just too random.
Well, and there's such a spread too. I mean, you have anyone from Kalen Addison, number 2, to Revo 75. Are there any 80s?
Well,
Goligoski 88,
No,
97. Jesus.
That's his birth year. I know a lot of people have been doing that lately. They've been going with their birth years as their number.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm more of a traditional guy. Just these goofy numbers out of nowhere. I don't get it.
Yeah.
What's the
But
prime?
I'm old. It's another one of those things I just had to kind of let go.
Well, so did they do like kind of like what football did then, and they kind of expanded the number range then at one point or did the players just start?
I think they could always choose.
The players have started going with these
crazy numbers.
With these numbers, yeah. And I don't know, 75 Revo. I wonder if it's. I'm wondering if that's like his dad's football number or something. Like, but yeah, there's some. What's Goudreau's number? 86.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like how do you? I don't know. Maybe you were born in 86. I get it, but I don't know.
Well, it's funny because like some people have like this crazy backstory, like, oh, this number is why.
Sure.
But then some people are like, oh, it's just the number I've had since I was in high school.
Right.
I just rolled with it.
Right. And I shouldn't bash. I'm not bashing. I don't know. I just like more traditional numbers.
Yeah.
And a lot of teams you go to now, like a lot of good numbers are retired, and
right.
That's
you got to
probably
let the
why
guys do what they want. They got to feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But there's some bad ones out there.
Yeah. What's a good traditional hockey number?
Number 9. Number 9 is the best number in hockey.
Yeah. Miko Koivu.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Best number in hockey.
Yeah.
And no one on this team can wear it. Yeah.
No.
That or number 1.
Yeah, that goes to the fans, man. Yes.
Goes to the fans.
We touched a nerve.
Right? Oh, no.
Jack.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't.
I
The number 1's fine.
Yeah. I do. I like those traditional numbers, and I think number 9 is the best hockey number out there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Perfect.
Good to hear.
Kaprizov's is 97 because of his birth year.
Yeah.
So we're both 25. I wonder who's at a better spot right now between me and him.
Hey.
I think it's pretty close.
He doesn't have his own show. He doesn't have his own, I don't know, what do you call yourself?
Brand?
Influencers.
Yeah, company.
Are you influencers?
Well, yeah, that's what
the Twins called us.
Well, you influencers. Okay, you got to sit up
We
here.
get
and
invited people places. They're like, "Oh, you guys are influencers." We're like, I hate that.
I hate that word, but we're
Yes,
influencers.
You want to call us that?
God, I think you're more than that. I think you guys
appreciate
do a pretty
that.
damn good
Yeah,
job.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys want to get into the business suit segment?
Oh yeah, this is the best.
I wanted to ask just really quick before we get into that bit. What do you say to the haters that say the Wild are mid? Do you know what that word means?
No.
It's like what people would say in wearing my hat now. What does mid mean? Like
Average, yeah.
Average or kind of.
Yeah. How do you respond to the?
How do you respond to the haters saying the Wild are mid?
I don't give a shit.
Okay,
There we go.
that's what we like
There
to
we
hear. I don't know. I just decided to put it out there.
Yeah.
There we go.
I don't care.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, perfect transition.
Yep.
So last time,
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're gonna hear it. So the last time we talked to you, we pitched you some ideas, and we brought more.
Okay.
We'll see if you like
Suggestions.
these ones
All
better.
right. Let's see it.
Zane, you go first.
Yeah, so I guess my idea was I think maybe you should hire bodyguards to protect all of the assistant coaches after a big win from Dean, because he seems to really like hitting them. I know, there's some pros and cons. The pros is you're going to have your assistant coaches available for longer. The cons is your fixed cost will go up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to throw that out there.
It might be worth it, but I think, Darby and Bob are pretty big guys.
Yeah.
Mac's pretty quick guy. I think if they wanted to get out of it, I mean, Darby's like made of steel. Like,
Yes.
It's not hurting him.
Yeah.
Bobby's a pretty thick guy. I mean, look, Bobby's got a big head.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel it.
Well, I saw that
And
video.
Mac, I think Mac could get around it if he wanted to, but you know, they like Dino showing the
love.
Showing
He's
the
a
energy.
passionate guy.
He's a passionate guy.
Yeah.
There's videos of Darby running away from him.
Yeah. After an overtime goal, shit.
No, I don't think they'd like body. I mean, we have 18 people on the bench already now as it is, so I don't think there'd be any room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy. Something I learned about the bench from a video that I think they released in Vancouver a few months ago is like the stick guy, how he always has his hand on whoever. That's like one of those crazy things you didn't know until someone filmed it.
Yeah.
But how he always has his hand on the stick of the person possessing the puck in the, situation where you need to throw him a stick like right then and there.
Right.
So
yeah, those guys are, they're not just back there hanging out chewing gum, and they're ready for anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Their official title should just be stick coach.
Stick
coach.
Director of sticks.
Director
There
of
we
sticks.
go.
We'd have to pay them more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Senior VP of
Keep
sticks.
that one to yourself.
Yeah, okay. well, we've made it a position football for the onside kicking coach. We can do it for hockey.
Coach Hawk.
Kind of
Is
crazy.
there really an onside kicking coach?
No. No, there's not.
No, it's Jake's alter ego when he has too many beers at a Gopher tailgate.
I mean, I don't know football, and I know they have a gazillion coaches. I'm like, wow, is that really a thing?
Someone's probably thought about it seriously, at least once, right? Like
There's a kicking
That would
coach.
be a special teams coach.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
It would be a specialist.
I feel like
a kicking
they're-
specialist.
But I feel like it's just a matter of time until we add a coach like that, because we are seeing like passing game coordinators.
Yep.
Isn't that the
And
offensive
running game,
coordinator?
and running game coordinators, yeah.
What the hell? What?
Well, there's a guy at the top, and he has a bunch of little guys in the positions.
You always see the shots of like the coaching booth, and there's like 20 people up there with like glasses and computers.
10 years ago, it was just the defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator.
That's the one thing that I could not have played football because all I heard about like growing up is that you get this playbook and you have to learn all the plays.
Memorize it.
Yeah.
No.
Nope. I
especially-
couldn't do it. And like hockey, just drop the puck and go.
Mhm.
All right. I can play that.
Set it up. And
Like when guys get traded mid-season, they have to they talk about he stayed up 3 nights straight learning the playbook so he could be ready by today. Like that's nuts.
That's crazy.
Well, and they have their own language too. It's like Y zipper L
Yeah,
right.
they all have
It's
their own
what?
code words and
Yep.
stuff. Yeah, but they
That's
make a lot of money, so
they
that's
do.
okay.
Whatever.
I don't feel that bad. All right, my idea. We actually pitched this one last time, but we're gonna tweak it a little bit. Trade Shout for a top 6 goal song. So we can trade Shout and then maybe like a 6th round pick for a top 6 goal song.
No, shout staying.
You like it?
I do like it. I do like it. I like it a lot.
I think we're still just like stuck in crowd chant.
What do you think of crowd chant?
Terrible.
Oh, really? Okay.
See, we grew up with it,
But
so
we
we're really
grew up-
nostalgic with it.
It's the nostalgia.
Yeah.
They had it since 2000 through like 2016. They went to Let's Get Crazy by Prince when he passed away. But yeah.
That's a good one too.
I'm gonna say something.
How more mid can you get than crowd chant?
Hey, it gets the crowd into it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You could say Shout though, like it gets a crowd into it as well.
But people, I have nothing against Shout. I think it's a great wedding song.
And I have nothing against crowd chant. Like it's just, you know what? It's what the players want. It's what.
Okay,
you know what?
that's fair.
That's fair enough.
It's
Yeah.
what
If
they
it
want.
jacks them up, it is about the players in that case. They're the ones scoring the goals and getting jacked up after
I
it.
think it seems like the fans like it because they go nuts every time it comes on, and the place is loud when they're.
We'll see.
singing it.
And Bill, we say this yet when goals get scored, we're singing along.
Yeah, we are.
I'm okay. There has been a few times though where we've scored and all of a sudden you turn to Jake and he's like, "Oh, do 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 do."
I am because I just grew up going to games here in crowd chant.
I get
It's
it.
just
I'm not
nostalgia.
knocking. I'm not knocking it, but it's just.
It was time for a change.
We need a change.
Okay.
I'll say something that
I get it.
That might piss off a lot of people, but I'll just say it. I love the Blues goal song,
which
has nothing to do with the team.
What is the song?
Everyone just sings, "Oh, oh, oh,
Yeah.
go Blues."
Oh yeah.
Hate it when watch.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
I like that. I've said this a lot. Dallas Stars. They have a great goal song.
Yeah.
It's just Dallas Stars, and they're just screaming that. That's awesome.
The Vegas one is pretty
mid.
If not just flat out.
It's the most we've used that word in an episode.
Yeah.
I think anytime you can get the fans involved, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like some of the songs out there are not the greatest, but their fans love it and they sing it and they're into it and the building's loud. That's a good song.
Yeah. I'd say probably the most controversial one though is like Nashville's Tim McGraw. I like it. I love it. I want some more.
Wow.
But they're a country music town. So
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. So many people are like, oh, a country song shouldn't be a goal song. I'm like, but it's Nashville.
See, it makes sense for Nashville, but I don't think of that.
They throw fish on the ice. Like,
who would say that? That song's perfect for
Idiots.
Nashville.
Idiots would say that.
Honestly, it's I like I said, anything that gets the crowd into it. I want our building to be loud. I want people to be singing. I want people to be dancing, cheering on our team because it creates atmosphere.
Right.
And players love having a great atmosphere. They love playing in loud, crazy buildings, and that's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one more pitch to you while I still have the floor is you get us on the big screen going, Wild Country, let's ride. Like the Russell Wilson thing.
Well, maybe we change Let's Ride.
Yeah, we can't do Let's Ride. I'm just planting the seed
in Denver.
Here.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
I'll pull up the video.
Yeah, the Russell Wilson. Yeah, it's probably a good thing you haven't actually ever seen this.
Okay, we're not going to correlate it to Russ's performance. So it's a good bit, though.
It's a great bit. So it was like before the season, he was doing like a marketing thing, obviously
for the team,
where he said Broncos country, let's ride, and it was very.
It's really cringy, but
so we really can't use that.
Well, we could do Wild Country like let's score or something.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
Perfect. One more time. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
That didn't pan out too well, but
Let's ride. Broncos country.
I don't know. There's something there. Something to think about.
He does
probably not.
Would it be more realistic for us to do let's play hockey chant?
A chant?
Well, like before the game, they always have someone they bring on a guest.
Oh, you guys want to do it?
Yeah,
we'd love to do it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
That was a weird way to ask.
Yeah. Well, you said chant.
Yeah, but whatever. I mean, it is kind of a chant, but it's the inaugural one of the game.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, Jake.
All right. Well, I guess that was my first pitch, I guess. But my main pitch is I brought this up.
Jeez, here we go.
he's already
the big gulp. He's nervous.
Here we go. Well, I got you in front of me here. Straight up, 5th round. Straight up 5th round for Nick Bonino. Bring back Bonino.
Jake, you got to yell it once.
Bonino, Nick Bonino.
That's funny.
I'm trying. I need the bit back. We need the bit back.
I'll
maybe an 8th round pick.
8th round. Sneak that under.
I'll think about it.
Okay,
all right,
there we go.
I like it. I like hearing that.
Oh, sweet.
Zane's like, oh no.
I just no. I
can't
believe you guys are my best friends. No,
it's got to be funny because like the first time we interviewed you, like we were a lot more nervous, and this time you can tell like we're in the zone now.
Yeah, you are.
I wear a backwards hat in your presence with the suit.
We did wear suits though.
Yeah, I
show
know
the respect.
Totally respect.
Because we respect. Yeah.
You more than him.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think
more
about
than
Zane?
him?
I'm business casual.
Okay. And what am I then?
Just a douchebag.
You're a douchebag.
I'm douche frat business.
Yeah.
Guy?
Frat boy.
Okay.
Who has an important daddy?
Frat boy? No, I gotta like lift the hat up like this and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Jake,
Did you see Ovi's banger the other night, bro?
We need you to sit on the front porch and like tell people whether they can come in or not. You got to be door guy.
No, you can't come in. You part of the frat. Who do you know
name's
here?
not on the list.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
That's your new
And
role.
then I'm the one that has to clean up puke at the end of the night.
That's your new role in the
That's my
company.
role.
Pledge Jake.
Yeah, I'm the pledge.
Pledge Jake.
Pledge Jake. Journalist Jake. It's now Pledge Jake.
Yep.
Yep. I'll always be the
pledge.
pledge of the company.
Yeah. I can't understand what people like that, how they speak.
Yeah.
Like I just can't understand it.
Well, like you were saying before the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know when this stuff started.
Yeah.
Right?
Right?
Say that. Like, what do you
Boys, what's up?
Are they speak in questions?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell?
So, like,
what are you talking about?
So we went to the bar.
Yeah.
You guys gonna get a brewski?
Had a beer.
That is a question.
That is a
Yeah,
question.
it is. We're drinking some brewskis with the boys.
It
Like
is.
you just said, so we went to the bar? And I'm like,
Oh,
See, the issue, Jake, though, is you're going to start making fun of these people so much that you're going to literally become one.
I literally.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Like when you start doing that and not making fun, but
Making a
speaking
bit
like
out
that.
of it.
Yes, you do do keep.
You become it.
Yeah. My daughter Grace and I, for a long time, we were speaking to each other in German accents, and then it went on for like 2 months where we couldn't speak to each other. Like we just be having a regular conversation, and we'd be doing it in German accents. We're like, whoa, we got to stop. Like this is not a real voice.
I mean, for Jake, it's Kirk Cousins has literally taken over all of his personality at this point.
I have a few beers.
Yeah.
I am Kirk Cousins.
He just starts saying "God bless" to random people walking by.
Yeah.
It's
God bless. God bless.
The worst was when our old studio was in Prior Lake. He'd walk around the bars dressed like this, saying, "My daddy's Johnny Pryor. He owns the town."
I did that in your hometown,
and you can't stop.
No, you can't.
It starts as a joke, or you're making fun of it, and then you literally become it.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Well, I could see. Yeah. Well, I can understand that.
Early iteration of it when I think it started. Well, our buddy Aiden, of course. You met Aiden actually. He was wearing the stocking hat over the hat at your meet and greet.
Oh yeah.
You were like, "What are you?"
Another thing I don't get.
I don't know what he was trying to. I mean, that's just his style.
No, you told him to take it off, and you were joking with him. But like later in the night, we were like, you can put your stocking hat back on. He refused to put it back on the whole time.
He's like, no, dude, it's cool, dude.
Poor guy.
No, it was
he
great.
Seemed like a good dude.
He is. But I was going to say, early iteration of me becoming something was when I first discovered Beavis and Butthead. I was literally.
You can do the best impressions.
You know Beavis and Butthead?
Of course I do.
Yeah. I literally became Beavis.
Think I'm 100 years old?
No,
give him a Beavis, Jake.
Hey, how's it going? I am the great Cornholio. Yeah. I need teepee for my bunghole. Fire.
Oh, God.
No,
Pretty
for
good.
at one point, I what?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. Or maybe thank you. I don't know. That's probably because I've consumed too much of it. But I think at one point in like 9th grade, 10th grade, I just talked like Beavis at one point for a summer.
Yeah.
And it was bad.
It's a good way to get girls.
It is. Yeah. That's probably caused me where I am right now, late 20s. But I'm interviewing Bill Guerin, so
there you go. There you
are.
Oh, follow up from the last interview. I tried breakdancing.
It's tough, isn't it?
It's very hard.
It's really
I
tough.
got rug burn.
Yeah.
Probably should have put down a piece
cardboard.
Of
Yeah.
Trust me, I lived through it, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried. Yeah, I had the cardboard down in the garage.
Yeah.
I was moonwalking across the kitchen floor and stuff, and trying popping and locking and all that stuff, and it just
wasn't working.
I wanted to do it, so it's so cool when it's like when you watch people that can really do it.
Right.
One of my favorite movies was Breakin'. Have you guys ever seen that?
That's you told us to watch. That's the breakdancing movie.
You got to
right?
watch that.
Yeah.
Like it's these guys are amazing.
Right.
Yeah, it was great.
Next time we do an interview, we have to have that
We'll
movie
definitely
watched.
have
Yeah.
We'll
give you our review.
Yeah,
Popped
homework.
it in.
Yes.
We do. Oh shit.
What was it?
I need to watch a movie, bro. Where's it stream?
You guys are gonna have to get a VCR, I think, for this one.
Yeah, okay.
That's all right. I got one at my parents' house. We can snag.
Yeah.
Don't know what that is. No. I'm gonna consume now. This is gonna become a bit now. This is bad.
Well, I'm
is.
not gonna lie. I've YouTubed like how to moonwalk, and I've tried it. It's very difficult.
You can't everybody can moonwalk.
Well, like with socks on the kitchen floor, I can, but like not with actual shoes. I was like trying to do the actual moves.
It's kind of like an
It's
illusion
tough
to
if
it.
you don't. Yeah, I mean, you have to have the right environment.
It also takes some sort. Is it ankle strength? Is it like calf strength?
No, it's called coordination.
Coordination.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say core strength. I was going to say I have that too, so I don't know.
I don't.
We'll get there with moon dancing. What the fuck? Moonwalk.
Yeah.
We'll
All
get
right.
there.
Well, Bill, we know you don't have time to just sit around like this.
There's a game tonight.
Yeah, there is a game tonight.
Allegedly, yeah.
In Chicago. But I guess one final thing, if you want to just tell the Wild fan base, what would you tell them?
Well, I think we're going to keep getting better. I think, I think we have a good team. I think we have our sights set pretty high, and we just have to keep getting better in order to make the playoffs, and then improve on what we did last year. So I like I'll reiterate, I like our team, and I think it's a good bunch of guys that work really hard. I think we're still trying to find our groove and play our best hockey, and I think that's to come.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks a lot.
Oh wait, can I make a shout out to somebody?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I got my son Liam has a buddy of his, this guy named Bryce, and he's a good guy. He's a rodeo cowboy.
Oh wow.
And he's on me all the time. He's busting my chops all the time. And I'm telling him I'm coming for him. All right.
Okay.
And he's going to be listening to this. And he's always on me to be like my co-GM because he doesn't think I'm doing a very good job.
Oh, that's
so. Bryce, I'm coming for you, you big stiff.
All right.
Watch your back, Bryce.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, and plus, though, once you're GM of a second team, the Minnesotan Cup team, or at least just the 10K traveling team, you'll have some more stats.
Maybe if I can't do it, Bryce can do it.
Yeah, there we go. He can prove himself that way.
He can prove himself.
Yeah, it could be kind of like your minors GM. Like
maybe we could do that.
First, you got to figure out how to get these guys wins because they're just gassed on the bench.
He actually is in rodeos. Like, yeah. He's a tough
like
kid.
rodeo
He
guy.
does the
Wow.
That's
he actually
crazy.
does it, yeah.
Could he just play on our team?
I think he is nuts.
Did he ever play hockey?
I think he's a goalie.
Oh, really?
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Well, then we have three goalies on our team.
Jake, you could ride a bull.
I could, but
wait. We got to stop because we're pumping this kid up.
True.
Shit.
You don't want to. You don't want to.
I don't go too far.
Yeah. You did your cameo.
Yeah.
All right. We do have another rapid fire, but we switched up the questions this time.
Well, I would think you did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
One would hope so.
No, they're the same exact questions. We're going to see if the answers are different.
Well, it's fine because I forgot the first one.
I don't know.
All right. Well, you're still on a deserted island, but you only get to watch one movie of choice. What is it?
Godfather.
Great movie.
Right. Mm-hmm. What's the worst genre of music?
Early 2000s.
Would you say it's pretty mid?
Like
It's
rock
really-
or
it's
country?
Really mid. Oh, genre.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the worst?
Yeah.
genre?
Like what could you not stand to listen to?
Oh, what was that? What was that big club music stuff?
Like EDM?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dubstep?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Dubstep, yeah.
Dubstep.
No.
Although Sandstorm is a great power play song.
Kind of like reminds me of Crowd Chant.
Yeah. Shots taken.
Oh, damn.
But what I will say about dubstep though, Sandstorm, A1 power play song.
They're one for a million.
There we go.
Okay.
Would you rather slap a random baby or your own grandmother?
Random baby.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
I mean, yeah, you can put anything you want on pizza. It's your pizza.
Yeah. What's your strangest talent? It's not breakdancing.
No, it's not breakdancing. My strangest talent. Oh, wow. Imitations.
Okay.
You a mini Jake?
Is there any good ones?
I have some good ones, but I'm not doing them.
Okay.
All right. That might have to be off the record one. Last TV show you binged?
Better Call Saul.
Oh,
that's a great show.
Yeah, great show.
And I know you're a big Thrones guy. We were talking Thrones after
I actually
the show
just started
last-
watching it again.
Have you seen House of Dragon yet?
Yes.
So
of
good.
course. It's really good.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what? Just out of nowhere, I just needed something like some background noise or whatever. And I just put on Game of Thrones, and now I'm like halfway through season 1 again.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a better show to watch, especially the second time around, because there's so much shit. There's much stuff you miss.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like I had to have my brother on speed dial, like asking him questions when I was confused, which is every 10 minutes. But what is the best sound in sports? Can be anything.
The best sound in sports.
Yep.
It's when you can hear a player's skates cutting through the ice.
Yeah.
That's the best sound.
A lot of them come in hockey, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, like a golf ball dropping in the cup is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I love hearing the puck off a goalie's pillows.
Boom.
Crack of the bat in a ball.
great.
Slap shot.
That is a good noise,
Or
though.
puck off the pipe.
Puck off the pipe.
Oh, and thank you, Pipe, for your
Yeah,
service.
thank you, sir.
Flower's always good about thanking his pipes.
He really is.
Yeah.
He's very considerate. That
Yeah, you got to be as a goalie. If a movie was made about you, who would play you?
Oh, that's a good one. Jason Bateman.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
can see it. If this is actually a new one, if you had to be an animal, what would you be? Such a weird
Wow.
Oh my God. If I had to be an animal, what would I be? Oh my God, that's a really good question. You know what? I'd be my dog. I'd be my dog Lando. He's so spoiled. I would definitely.
Is that the big dog you have? You have one of those dogs.
Yeah. Sweet. He's 7 months old now. He's probably a little over 90 pounds.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's awesome. So he couch, bed. I mean, for a while he was sitting at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
Like we had to stop that.
Oh yeah.
But he is spoiled.
Yeah.
No responsibility.
I would be him.
Yeah. That's good. Well, yeah, Bill, seriously, thanks so much for letting us come into the war room and interview.
Absolutely.
It's cool seeing the office.
Good. I'm glad you guys we're able to come up here. I'm glad to show you around, and I think you guys do a great job. I love having you around.
Thank you.
We love you as your GM.
Yep.
Oh, thanks.
I think we did a GM Year of Award, 10K GM of the Year award. And it went to you. Yeah, I can't speak English, but there we go.
Yeah. You won GM of the award from 10,000 takes.
GM of the award.
GM of the award. We can't
GM of the year.
Yes.
Right.
Jesus.
We got to end this.
This is time.
You guys are getting tired.
All right, go Wild.
We wish you a Merry Kirkmas. We wish you a Merry Kirkmas. We wish you a Merry Kirkmas and a neck full of chains.
Skol Vikings, we sing.
JJ is our king.
We wish you a Merry Kirkmas and a neck full of chains. Oh, bring us some JJ touchdowns. Oh, bring us some Delvin touchdowns. Oh, bring us some Thielen touchdowns.
God bless KOC. Skol Vikings, we sing.
JJ is our king.
We wish you a Merry Kirkmas and a neck full of chains. Please don't end this game in heartbreak. Please don't end this game in heartbreak. Please don't end this game in heartbreak.
Just win the darn game. Skol Vikings, we sing.
JJ is our king.
We wish you a Merry Kirkmas and a neck full of chains. We all want to hit the grid. We all want to hit the grid. We all want to hit the gritty.
Go get Kurt his grills. Skol Vikings, we sing.
JJ is our king.
We wish you a Merry Kirkmas and a neck full of chains. We wish you a Merry Kirkmas. We wish you a Merry Kirkmas. We wish you a Merry Kirkmas and a neck full of chains. We wish you a Merry Kirkmas. We wish you a Merry Kirkmas. We wish you a Merry Kirkmas. And do you like that? You like that?
All right. Well, that was a super fun interview with Bill Guerin from the War Room.
It was definitely a little off the rails, wasn't it?
A couple of times he said he questioned his existence of being on the podcast, but it was super fun. But I guess Jack, he's gone. I don't know if he's snow blowing or doing some urgent matter came up. I don't know. He might be.
We found a good replacement though, right?
Well, yeah, and he's back at the house, but I guess it's that time of year. It quickly came around. It's Christmas time, so I guess Santa's here in the house again.
Santa.
Santa Claus? Oh, goodness gracious.
Here he is.
Oh, my.
He might have killed Jack.
How's it going, fuckers? Ho, 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 ho.
Wow.
Liquor and whores.
Well, Santa's back. He's back.
And so, are we just going to name a few people off for Santa and get his opinion if they're naughty or nice? Or?
Yeah. Santa, what are you ready for us to list off some names here? Notable names of 2022.
Yes, I'm very ready to list off my notable names in the naughty and nice list presented by Cub Foods.
Look at that. I like how he only is.
I'm selling more sponsorship space because you guys don't know how fucking expensive it is to feed reindeer these days.
How expensive is reindeer food?
Well, it's carrots, but carrots are very expensive because of the shortage that happened in Egypt or wherever.
I'm sure Santa's only getting them organic as well.
Yes.
They're the best for his reindeer.
Yes, the best carrots.
Mummy carrots.
You heard it here first. Carrots are from Egypt.
They are. You learn things on this podcast. All right, well, I guess I'll list off the first name here. We'll list if he's on the naughty or nice list. Kanye West, Santa.
Oh, Kanye has been a very, very bad boy. He decided to come out to the world and say that his hero is the same man who was drafted second overall in the It's a Bit douchebag draft, Adolf Hitler. Maybe Kanye should stick to writing shitty music while wearing gimp suits and avoid worshiping some of those fanatic dictators from the 20th century.
You know, I'd have to agree with you on that one, Santa. Holy shit. Kanye has found himself in a pretty big mess lately. Next up on the list, I think we're going to go with Kevin O'Connell. Is he going to be on your nice or naughty list?
Well, Zane, most parents would normally cover their child's ears when they hear this acronym, but Cock might be the nicest and influential coach in sports right now. Santa might even start letting him do press conferences for Santa because he's so damn good at talking to the media. Unlike Santa after he'd been riding a fucking sleigh and slamming coffee for 12 hours straight.
Everyone loves cock.
Who doesn't love cock?
Yeah, so this time of year, kids, you can finally say the word cock, and you're not going to end up in the naughty
If your parents yell at you, just say, hey, Santa said I can say cock all I want because it means Kevin O'Connell.
True. I love cock.
Santa gave you the cock pass.
Exactly. Cock pass because of the Vikings. Skull.
The next one we have on our list for you, Santa, is the 10K snowblower.
Ooh, the 10K snowblower. Well, ever since Mark Rosen almost died coming to this house, the 10K Takes crew has invested all of their 2022 profits in a snowblower, ensuring a safe and comfortable experience for visitors. With some of the guests I've heard this podcast is getting in the future, you guys would have to go into hiding if that driveway injured them. So this snowblower does a great thing for the world. And for you.
I 100% agree. We almost did murder one of the most influential people in Minnesota sports. The 10K snowblower is saving the day around here.
Let's just knock a win that hopes that we hope that no one jumps in front of the snowblower while we're snowblowing.
Well, maybe Colts fans might after this weekend.
You're
but
right.
We'll see.
But it's been an overall good experience with the snowblower bit. All right, is it my turn to list?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're gonna go with Sam PFF. Don't know his fucking last name and don't fucking give a shit. Where does he land on the naughty or nice list?
Well, Sam PFF has insulted my favorite place outside of the North Pole, the great state of Minnesota. Kirk Cousins is a recurring member of the nice list and is moving up on recruits for Santa's big snowball fight. That guy has a fucking cannon. How can you not think he makes an impact on the Vikings? Preposterous statement.
I 100% agree. How can you say, because I'm pretty sure Sam PFF said that Kirk Cousins, who through for 460 yards and 4 touchdowns, quote unquote, didn't do much, right? Do I have that correct?
100% correct. He also said, he didn't do much when the receivers had 280 yards after the catch. That is the dumbest thing anyone could ever say in the scheme of football. Who's fucking throwing the football, dumbass?
Good job, Santa. I definitely agree with that. Next up, let's go with the one, the only, Ryan Reeves. He seems to turn around the Minnesota season so far. So what are your thoughts on Ryan Reeves, Santa?
Oh, Ryan Reeves and Santa are big fans of each other. He even dressed up like me before the Wild Senators game. Revo is a valued member of the Wild and is the first to stand up for his friends if anyone's giving them trouble. He's so scary that the bullies on the other team skate back to their bench like a bunch of little bitches, and Santa needs more individuals like Revo to protect innocent places like Whoville from people like the Grinch. He would kick the Grinch's ass. Let's be fucking honest here.
And all the people of Whoville. Fuck them.
We don't want him kicking their ass, Jake. That would be assault.
It's fake.
Do you permit assault?
Only if Ryan Reeves.
Only if Ryan Reeves does it on the ice.
Ryan Reeves has the
That's
assault
pretty fucked up. I think Jake might go to the naughty list for saying
No, Ryan Reeves can kick the Grinch's ass and then also commit legal NHL hockey assault on the ice.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Next up on our list is box elder bugs.
Ooh, box elder bugs. We all hate box elder bugs. Box elder bugs are on the naughty list, and Bossman is a person I highly trust and consult when it comes to my list, and he has informed me that box elder bugs are some of the most useless bugs and seem to wander their way into every crevice of your house. He told me they were so bad last spring that he had to close all the vents in the 10K house to prevent them from invading and killing everyone in their sleep. The downside of this is he forgot that he did that, and the house was hot as fuck for a month. So box elder bugs need to stay in the ground, or I'm going to feed them to Crimbus.
Krampus.
Are you
Krampus?
Are you friends with Krampus?
We're business associates at this point.
Okay. At least there is some
respective
relationship
competitors.
There.
What about Jack Frost?
Oh, Jack Frost is a douchebag and a poser.
Good.
Watch the Santa Claus 3 and you'll understand the story.
Yep. That's all real. Are you Tim Allen?
No comment.
Oh, great. All right. This next person is a subject of one of our greatest songs of the 21st century, Bezos 1 or Bezos 2 or even Bezos 3. Jeffrey Bezos, where does he land?
So Jeff Bezos is famously on my naughty list. Last year I was quoted calling him a bald-headed alien fuck chicken. Jeff Bezos and I have come to an understanding that we should stop competing and join forces. Amazon now covers all of Santa's logistics and delivers for Santa because Santa's getting old and needs to start working on his exit strategy. I mean, why would I spend all night delivering presents when I could have drones and drivers that pee in people's yards do it for me? My elves went on strike this summer demanding I pay them more than minimum wage. So this makes the most sense in our modern economy to automate and save funds.
The elves have been an issue for you lately? Is that it?
Elves have been a massive pain in my ass. I'm going to have them build robots to take their jobs.
Well, hopefully Jeff Bezos gives you more time with Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, well, he kind of butchered his own Mrs. Claus situation. So I'm not going to trust him on that front.
Hey, well, moving on from Jeff Bezos, what about the one, the only? He was on this segment last year, Evander Kane.
Oh, Evander Kane. Evander Kane. While Evander tried to warm our hearts and give us some cookie cutter video of him signing stuff for kids at Walmart, he still finds himself on the naughty list. One filmed appearance in public doesn't make you a fucking hero and doesn't put a dent in all the other bad shit you do. His wife even Venmo'd Ryan Hartman $200 last year just for giving her ex-husband the bird. What list would you put that individual on? Oops. We're all glad you still have your hand in this year's accident, Evander, but I'd consider using it to write an apology to literally everyone who has to deal with your shit. Stop spending so much time with the ho-ho-hos at the strip club and maybe spend some more time doing charity work.
That's completely fair. I 100% agree with that choice, Santa.
Evander Kane needs to get his shit together.
All right, next on the list is Santa's short game.
Ooh, Santa's short game is also on the naughty list. Santa's short game was supposed to be the only bright spot in his golf game, but the Grinch must have stolen that around August or July. I mean, how the fuck is Santa supposed to save par when he can only hit 4 greens a round? I thought this was about having fun. It's supposed to be a fun sport. Hasn't been a fun sport.
Allegedly. Yes. I haven't had fun playing golf in years, ever. I feel like. Yeah.
Let's just not let our kids around us when we play golf, okay?
Pretty ironic for this next one for you to announce.
Okay. This next person,
I mean, he's a douchebag, I guess, forewarned. So
I mean, I've been on multiple douchebag lists. I think I was drafted in the same round, or this person was drafted in the same round as Adolf Hitler
before
in the douchebag draft.
Before Hitler was drafted.
So I'm a top pick, sure. Yeah. So this next person, journalist Jake.
So to most people's surprise, journalist Jake, after this last weekend, has made the nice list.
Oh.
At Saturday's game, he dressed up as Kirk Cousins to give Jeff Saturday a laugh before one of his most embarrassing moments on national television. He also gave Kirk a little encouragement to lead a 33-point comeback, which according to PFF Sam, he had little to do with. He also took multiple breaks from getting drunk to make the day of many fans and children by taking photos with them. Credit to you on journalist Jake for being a true man of the people.
Oh, thank you. That's the only positive day in my life. After that, I would be on the naughty list.
Thank you once again to the It's a Bit podcast and 10K Takes for having me back for a third year. I hope everyone has a happy holiday weekend and behaves this year. And if you don't, Bezos, as part of the signing agreement, hooked up Santa with a hidden ring camera for every household, so he will know if you are being naughty. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Merry Christmas, Santa. We want to thank you here from It's a Bit, just because we know you're a busy man. You could be anywhere, but you choose to come here to Plymouth, Minnesota, and we really appreciate it.
I'm on a bit of a media tour right
Where's
now.
Where's Mr. Hankey?
I also think the best way to sign us off for the week is for you to do it. So I think you should do that.
What an honor.
Well, can really quick, before you sign off, can you just maybe give us a quick, you're listening to the It's a Bit podcast. This is Santa, something like that?
Yeah, you're listening to the It's a Bit podcast. This is Santa Claus, and Jack Leverance is a really good guy. I would make sure to give him some extra praise this holiday season for all the hard work he does around here.
There we go. Clip it, put it in the intro.
He's dead.
He's not dead. He's off saving kids from a burning building. He had better things to do than sit around and drink beer and talking to Mike.
Wow. I'm offended right now. No.
That you made the nice list?
No, not that I made the nice list, but that I'm a person that sits around, drinks beer, and talks into a mic. I like doing it.
Jake, calm down. Santa, sign us off.
All right. Make sure you guys follow these wonderful gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, at the 10,000 Takes brand. Go to 10ktakesmn.com and read their awesome blogs. I know the very own Nick Lewis did an awesome one about Christmas lights, which Santa likes very well, until he has a few too many beers on the sleigh and flies into them thinking that it's a runway. But also make sure to listen to all the other podcasts And make sure to check out all the socials at 10K Takes. Everyone have a Merry Christmas. Ho, 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 and thanks for listening.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless.